Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a tag video, and this is a tag video that I've been wanting to do since I saw it. And it is the perfect palette tag. Normally I would be filming this right in front of my window, but it's 7:35 at night and there's no sun. So I'm filming with my light bulbs. By the way, isn't my shirt so cute? Pug life. I love it. I love it. I don't own a pug, but I am jealous of all the people in the world who do. Anyway, if you're wondering what's that pillow and that air mattress doing there, that's strange. We have friends visiting from Miami, so this is the guest bedroom, so this is where they're sleeping. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the tag. I'm sure you guys have seen this tag before, but it's basically the perfect palette tag. I'm just gonna talk about palettes. There are 8 questions, and the first question is best packaging. My computer's right here and I'm reading them off my computer. Anyway, this is gonna shock a lot of people, but I think the best packaging goes to the Too Faced palettes. And I know that like everyone hates the Too Faced packaging, which I totally understand. They are a little bulky, that's what people complain about, but I just think they're so pretty. Like, I don't know, you could just like stand them up next to each other and they look like mini little books. I don't know. And I just love how they open up like this and they close like this, and they're tiny little fat boxes. I don't know. Maybe it is a bunch of wasted space for 9 eyeshadows, but I like them. Number 2 is best color payoff, and this goes hands down to any Urban Decay palette ever. Urban Decay eyeshadows are my absolute favorite eyeshadows of all time. They're better than MAC to me, personally. I love Urban Decay eyeshadows, so any palette made by Urban Decay is gonna give me the best color payoff. In my opinion, I just love them. This is just the Naked 3 palette because it was sitting right here. So all of my Urban Decay palettes have the best color payoff. Number 3 is most versatile, and this one is so cheating and you're gonna hate me for it, but it's my MAC palette. I got mine online. You can get them at the Pro Store as well, but I just love it because you can customize your own palette. You could fit 15, not 10. You could fit 15 MAC eyeshadows, and you could even fit like e.l.f. eyeshadows in here, Makeup Geek eyeshadows in here, any eyeshadow the size of a MAC one, they fit in here. And to me personally, this is the most versatile because you can put whatever you want in these palettes. And yes, it is more expensive buying this and then buying each individual eyeshadow. I think the pans at MAC are like $11 or $12 for the pans. But you'll never get a color in this palette that you hate because you customize it yourself. Sometimes I'll buy a palette and I'll love a bunch of the eyeshadows in the palette, but there'll be like 3 or 4 that I don't like in the palette, and then I never end up using those eyeshadows, and that's a waste to me. I don't know. So you'll never go wrong with customizing your own. So to me, this is the most versatile. Number 4 is best for travel, and that is my Little Baby Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. This is the ideal traveling palette, in my opinion. Look at the size first of all. This is like the tiniest little palette. This will fit anywhere. This fits in your pocket, guys. And that's just amazing for travel if you have like a lot of luggage or you have a suitcase full of a lot of stuff. It's not that easy to just stuff a giant palette in your suitcase, but this little thing will fit anywhere. And also, you know that none of your eyeshadows will get damaged because it is really sturdy packaging. Like it's good packaging, and it closes shut. It isn't like a magnetic thing like this where it might open in your suitcase. You can actually do a lot of looks with the eyeshadows in this palette. The majority of these colors are matte. The only one that isn't is this first one, but I don't know, to me, you can do a lot with this palette. Number 5 is biggest regret, and that unfortunately goes to my Smashbox Soft Box. I bought this a few months ago. I actually don't remember when I bought it, but not that the eyeshadows aren't beautiful, because they really are. It comes with a matte brown, a nice matte like cream color, a matte gray, and then 3 shimmers, but I just wasn't impressed. Surprisingly, the shadows with the most color payoff in this palette are the matte ones, but I was just really disappointed in these 3 eyeshadows right here. They just didn't have the color payoff I expected them to have for being Smashbox, so I was kind of bummed about that. And so the only colors I really use in this palette are the 3 matte ones, and you know, so I mean, I probably shouldn't have bought it. Kind of regret it. Number 6 is best color names, and you guys are gonna think I'm weird when I tell you which palette of mine has the best color names in my opinion. The palette with the best color names goes to the Lorac Pro Palette. And I know you're thinking, no it doesn't. Are you serious? But yes, I am. This palette has the funniest names. And to me, when I think of like a palette with the best color names, I think of color names that make me laugh. And the names of these colors are white, cream, taupe, light pink, mauve, nude, gold, black, deep purple. Like, really, Lorac? Lorac couldn't get just a little bit more creative with the names of these colors. I think I'm the only one in the history of the world who like laughed hysterically when I opened this palette for the first time and I saw what these were called. I find that hilarious. It's like, oh, I'm gonna use a white eyeshadow. I wonder what it's called. It's called white. Let me use black. It's called black. I'm a weirdo. I know. I'm really weird. And sometimes I need to tone it down. Okay, people are watching. Number 7 is least used, and that has to go to my Sigma Creme de Couture palette. And not because I don't like it, because I absolutely love this palette. Like, I love it. It's just the colors aren't as wearable for day to day as any other palette I own. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use this palette a lot in the summer because I want to try and experiment with like crazy colors in the summer, but it's just now for this time of year I don't use this, and I bought this palette in the, like, it released in the fall. So of course I didn't use it as much as I would like to. I do reach for these 4 colors right here because they're like warm, nice colors, but the rest of them I haven't really touched all that much. And then the last one, number 8, is most used, most loved Desert Island. This is like your most favorite palette of all time. Like if you were stranded on a desert island or if you were going to a desert island, which palette would you take with you? Your absolute favorite. And I bet you guys can already guess. And that is my Urban Decay Naked palette. My original Naked palette. And I was so happy to see that this was a lot of people's choice for this question. And with good reason. I mean, God pooped and this came out. Was that inappropriate? This is, I mean, that's the color of poop. That's why I said it. This is the most beautiful palette I own, hands down. All of the colors in this palette are so rich and pigmented and like chocolatey, and I love it. It has like nice light colors. It has like all these rich, beautiful, bronzy, goldsy types of colors. And then it has like a little bit of a pinky, a little bit of a purple, and like your darker gunmetal and blackish kind of color. I don't know. This palette is perfect. It has everything I could possibly need. Honestly, I could have said this palette for every single question besides least used and biggest regret. Doesn't it look like a chocolate bar? No? I think so. This will forever be my favorite palette. When I hit pan on every single one of these eyeshadows, I will buy the palette again. I don't know what I would do without this palette. Not that I need this palette to survive because makeup isn't everything, but you know what I mean. I love this palette. Okay guys, so that is the end of this video. This was my perfect palette tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. I want to know your most used, most loved Desert Island palette. I want to know the palette you can't live without. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Also, I'm tagging specific people down below, okay? And if you're tagged in this video, you better do it, okay? You better do it. But everybody else who's watching this video is tagged to do this video if you would like. No pressure.